Tough little ship. Little.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are now in part 6 of our Defiant build. And as you can see, this part of the engine is off again. I wasn't happy with the light I was getting. I had put gels on the back of the Bassard collectors, and it was more showing up like a neon pink. So I installed bulkheads on either side, put some more of that gel behind there. Still wasn't getting what I wanted, so I took some clear red and I painted up the whole front section of that there, and finally I'm getting the nice subtle glow of the Bassard collectors. I need to throw some more paint on here to get these edges I had to sand down, and then I'll be installing these on here. Oh, installing these in and then installing these on top. I'll be back when that's complete. Alright, the ship is 99.9% assembled. I don't have the phase cannons on the bottom. I figured I'll put them on last because I'm going to have to be repainting this and then spraying this with the gloss anyways. So, yeah. I put the bulkheads in first, and then I glued the tops of the nacelles down over that. I did get a bit of a seam on the side here. Luckily I had excess adhesive in there and it kind of oozed out the side. When it was dry, I just cut it with a X-Acto and then did a little bit of sanding. I got these lines that needed to be rescribed. I still have to go back and drill a couple of holes for my running lights on either side here. This side I had a little bit of a indents here and there, so I had to fill them with putty and again rescribe the lines. The bulkheads around the Bassards had some light leak around this edge here, so I filled that with canopy glue, and then I've just gone over it with some blue paint and on the back as well. Not as bad as I thought. I thought the light leaks would be much worse than they are, or hopefully were. I got a little bit of a light leak along this seam too, which will fill in when I repaint this. So I'm going to get to a painting. Alright, before we get to paint, I just want to point something out here. Clear parts make the model perfect for lighting. Lighting required, modification, and these are simulated, which is true. Clear deflector, the Bassards, the warps, and the impulse, and then the cylinders up here do make it perfect for lighting. But what doesn't make it perfect for lighting is packaging it with a metal rod instead of a metal tube. So I went out and I bought some metal rods. And I've been working on the base. As you can see, I got the metal rod cut, and I got it in here. It's epoxied in there. I drilled out my holes for my power source and my switch. I had a little putty to kind of clean up some of the lines around the holes I drilled. And I hot glued in these parts, and I made sure to reinforce both of them, especially the switch, because you're going to be pushing down on the switch. So you want that reinforced. I'm going to get back to work on this and the ship, and I'll be back in a second. Well, as you can see, we have all of our painting done. We got those seams taken care of on either side of the nacelle, and we got all our detail painting redone, and a nice gloss coat on the top. We also have our base finished. The paint crackled, and instead of taking it off, I left it on. It gives a nice little texture to the base, so I left that on there. So that's going to do it for this week. Next week we will be adding the decals and finishing it up. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you there. Take care.